are electric cars really the future of transportation, or just a well-marketed diversion? Many of us have been led to believe that electric vehicles are the golden ticket to a greener planet. But could this be a simplistic view, a half-truth perhaps? Is it possible that the eco-friendly halo of electric cars is not all it's cracked up to be? Could there be hidden costs that we're not aware of? Intriguing, isn't it? Let's delve deeper into this thought-provoking topic. Electric cars. They're sleek, they're innovative, and they're marketed as a green alternative to conventional vehicles. In the last decade, we've seen an exponential rise in the popularity of electric cars. Tesla, Nissan, and Chevrolet, among other major players, have driven this trend, each launching their own versions of electric vehicles. This shift from gasoline to electricity has been largely attributed to a growing awareness of the environmental impacts of traditional combustion engines and a concerted effort to reduce our carbon footprint. The appeal of electric cars is undeniable. They promise zero tailpipe emissions, lower maintenance costs, and a smoother, quieter ride. They also offer the prospect of energy independence, with the potential to run on renewable energy sources such as solar or wind power. And let's not forget the significant cost savings. With the average price of electricity significantly lower than gasoline, it's no wonder electric cars are seen as an attractive option. Furthermore, electric cars are often hailed as a key player in the fight against climate change. Traditional vehicles, after all, are one of the largest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. By eliminating the need for gasoline, electric cars could dramatically reduce our carbon emissions, helping to slow down the pace of global warming. But, as with any innovation, there's more to the story. While electric cars do offer numerous benefits, they also come with their own set of challenges. For instance, the production of electric vehicles and their batteries often involves significant carbon emissions. And the sourcing of materials like lithium and cobalt has raised serious ethical and environmental concerns. Moreover, the infrastructure needed to support a world of electric cars is still in its infancy. Charging stations are few and far between, and the power grids in many countries are not yet equipped to handle a large-scale shift to electric vehicles. But it's time we peel back the layers and explore the bigger picture. There's a hidden side to the electric car revolution that often goes unmentioned. Electric cars are touted as a cleaner, more environmentally friendly alternative to their gas-guzzling counterparts. However, it's crucial to consider the environmental impact of manufacturing these vehicles, particularly the production and disposal of their batteries, as well as the sourcing of materials. Creating an electric car isn't a clean process. It begins with mining for the raw materials needed to produce the lithium-ion batteries that power these vehicles. This involves extracting elements like lithium, cobalt, and nickel from the earth, a process that can result in significant soil, water, and air pollution. There's also the question of what happens when these batteries reach the end of their life. While some components can be recycled, others are hazardous and pose a disposal challenge. As the number of electric vehicles on the road increases, so does the volume of spent batteries, with few effective and environmentally friendly ways to deal with them. But that's not all. The environmental footprint of electric cars extends beyond their production and disposal. We also need to consider the source of the electricity that charges these vehicles. If the electricity comes from coal or gas-fired power plants, then the clean electric car is still contributing to greenhouse gas emissions, albeit indirectly. The overall environmental impact of an electric vehicle, therefore, depends significantly on how the electricity is produced. This isn't to say electric cars don't have their benefits. They emit zero tailpipe emissions, improve local air quality, and can be powered by renewable energy. However, it's essential to acknowledge that they are not a panacea for our environmental woes. Like any technology, electric cars come with their own set of challenges and environmental costs. As consumers, it's our responsibility to understand these complexities before we make the switch to electric. So, are electric cars truly as green as they seem? That's a question worth pondering as we navigate the path to a sustainable future. Let's put electric cars side by side with other forms of transportation. First, we have conventional cars. These fossil fuel guzzlers are known for their carbon dioxide emissions, a major contributor to global warming. However, while electric cars produce zero tailpipe emissions, The production process of their batteries generates a significant amount of carbon dioxide. In fact, it's estimated that an electric car needs to be driven for tens of thousands of miles before its overall emissions fall below those of a conventional car. Next, let's talk about public transportation. Buses, trains, trams, they carry a large number of people at once, reducing the number of individual vehicles on the road. This means less congestion and lower emissions per passenger. A single full bus can replace up to 60 cars on the road, significantly reducing the overall carbon footprint. Then there's cycling, a form of transport that's as green as it gets. Bicycles produce zero emissions and consume no energy other than human power. They're efficient, they're healthy, and they don't contribute to noise or air pollution. And let's not forget about walking, the most energy-efficient form of transport, and one that comes with a host of health benefits. So where do electric cars stand in all of this? Yes, they're more energy efficient than conventional cars, and they produce fewer emissions once they're on the road. But the production of their batteries is a major environmental concern, and they still contribute to traffic congestion and road wear, unlike public transportation, cycling, and walking. In terms of emissions and energy efficiency, it's clear that public transportation, cycling, and walking are the true green champions. But that doesn't mean electric cars have no place in our transportation future. They're a step in the right direction, but they're not the ultimate solution. It seems the green badge of electric cars might need a second look. So, if electric cars aren't the silver bullet we thought they were, what is the future of transportation? When we gaze into the crystal ball of transportation's future, the image that forms is not of a world dominated by electric cars, but a diverse and interconnected landscape of mobility. In this future, the role of better public transit cannot be overstated. Imagine a world where high-speed, efficient public transportation networks crisscross our cities and countryside, drastically reducing the need for individual car ownership. Technological innovations are already making this a reality, with countries like Japan and France leading the way in high-speed rail. In urban areas, the focus is shifting towards creating more efficient bus networks and tram systems, reducing congestion and pollution. But what about personal vehicles? With the limitations of electric cars, are we stuck with gas guzzlers? Not necessarily. The future of personal transportation could also lie in more efficient conventional cars. Engineers are continually refining internal combustion engines to squeeze out more miles per gallon, reducing both the environmental impact and running costs. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, which produce only water as a byproduct, also show promise. They can be refueled quickly, similar to conventional cars, and have a longer range than most electric vehicles. The challenge lies in creating a sustainable and efficient system to produce and distribute hydrogen. The future of transportation also lies in the layout of our cities. Urban planning that encourages walkability and cycling can significantly reduce the need for cars. By creating compact, mixed-use neighborhoods, we can live, work, and play in the same area, reducing the need for long commutes. In the end, the future of transportation is not about replacing one type of car with another. It's about creating a system that moves people efficiently, sustainably, and affordably. It's about making our cities more livable and reducing our impact on the planet. The future of transportation is a complex puzzle, and electric cars are just one piece. Today, we've taken a deep dive into the world of electric cars and their role in our future. We've traversed the origins of this electrifying journey, right from the spark of the electric car revolution to their current state of prominence. We've seen how they've surged ahead, leaving the traditional gas guzzlers in their rearview mirror. And yet, it's not all smooth sailing. The hidden costs of these silent road warriors have been unmasked. We've uncovered the environmental toll that the production of electric vehicles takes, from the mining of rare metals for batteries to the carbon footprint of their manufacturing process. These costs, often overlooked, are intrinsic parts of the electric car story. But it's not just about electric cars. We've compared them to other forms of transportation, highlighting both their strengths and weaknesses. We've seen that while they may be greener on the road, they're not the only players in the game of sustainable transportation. We've also glimpsed into the future, a future where perhaps a mix of solutions, from hydrogen fuel cells to biofuels, and even more efficient public transportation systems could help us steer towards a greener tomorrow. As we journey towards this sustainable future, it's clear that while electric cars are significant, they are not the end-all solution. The question remains, are electric cars the solution or just a part of it?